Our black frosting has an Oreo flavor, and the cake is peanut butter with peanut butter ganache filling. And some chutzpah. Hey, Willifreda, there's no booze in this cake. I know, but it's still got some chutzpah. We'll show you how we did the gold decorations too. Right, the flavor is off the charts. Sift together 3 cups of cake flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and here's the chutzpah, 2 teaspoons of cinnamonella. This is going to be so scrumptious. Add in a teaspoon of allspice. I know, I can't wait to taste it. Then, in your mixer bowl, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of creamy peanut butter, then 3 eggs, one at a time. We like to scrape the bowl after each one because things can hide on the bottom. I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, and yet I drown. What am I? Think. In your really big measuring cup, 3/4 cup of milk, 3/4 cup of oil, and 3/4 cup of sour cream. 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Alternate in your wet in thirds, but start with your wet. This batter is really thick at first. It loosens up as you get to the end of mixing everything in. We use cake strips. They're just strips of fabric that you soak in cold water to give you flat tops every time. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. Think hard, Jeannie. Something that grows, needs air, and can't drown. Oh! Fire! Oh! Ooh. This peanut butter ganache is super simple to put together. And we made an extra large batch so we'd have some left to pipe on and decorate. We love piping and decorating. And wait till you see how we got the roses glistening gold. That's 8 to 9 ounces of white chocolate, 1.5 cups of hot, heavy cream, not boiled, just steaming hot. This should melt everything. 1 cup of peanut butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and give this a mix around. If the peanut butter bits don't mix in all the way in like 5 minutes, set it over a pot of hot water. It needs to heat up just a little bit more. Ours only took a couple of minutes longer. Then set it aside to cool. If you have the attention span of a 5-year-old, you can put it in the fridge, but give it a stir every once in a while because it'll form a skin on top and then you get chunks. I guess it's okay if you had chunky peanut butter. A golden compass? That's fab and all, but I'm about to turn into a loony pinwheel here, honey. Hey! Let's follow it and see where it leads. I'm just super curious now. purple treasure or not. Had a whole batch of black Oreo frosting left from our black tie cupcakes, so we froze it. It'll last at least 3 months before freezer burn becomes a danger. We put it in the fridge 2 days ago to gently warm it up. Use your paddle. Whisking it only puts a bunch of air into it and makes it turn a lighter color. And in just a few minutes, it's the piping consistency. I'm one step ahead of you. Let's skedaddle before we get turned into amphibian backup. Whoa! Now, to assemble your cake, pipe a dam around the edge and smooth out your peanut butter ganache into the bowl. And to get the really super smooth side, we used a hot bench scraper. Heat it up under super hot water, dry it off, and a couple of complete rotations. Then freeze the cake for 30 minutes. You really need super solid frosting to do the stencil glitter part. That's so exciting. It's spinning faster. The compass is freaking out. Maybe we're close to the next clue. Pipe your roses and freeze those too. Because look, you can just take your edible glitter and brush it right on. Isn't that the coolest? Woohoo! Oh, honey, this place is a whole vibe. Look like someone's bedazzled a mountain. I love that. It's spinning faster. The compass is freaking out. Maybe we're close to the next clue. What? Sparkling. Ooh. Pin your stencil to the side so it doesn't slide all around. Spread a very thin layer of frosting on top and dab on your glitter thick. Slowly peel off the stencil. Our ganache is at a perfect piping consistency. These roses were still frozen. We can place them anywhere we want. And remember, cake always tastes best at room temperature. What in the hogwash is that? Is this place booby-trapped with disco balls? I can't seem to think of anything but disco balls. Oh, it's an alien planet. Duh! Of course it's weird to us. Let's try to make it through though.